Well, hey everybody, it is Romania Black, and it is, how is it June? How is it June? It feels like it should be April. It feels like it should be the start of April or the end of April, but not the start of June. But this is Romania Black, and we're doing the update for June, I guess, of 2025, and what's going on this month on the channel, on Patreon, as well as YouTube. I can't believe that it's already almost summer, although technically it's not summer till June 22nd. So get back to me in a week and we'll see where it goes. But yeah, so I'm recording this at the end of the month. I am recording this just coming back from an anime convention. It's the first anime convention that I've been to since 2018. So in like 7 years, and I'm really excited to talk about it with you all. I had a lot of fun. It was really great to be gone for a couple days away from home. My brother and I went. It was like a sibling bonding trip, which we went to a gaming convention a few years ago in 2022, but it wasn't like anime themed. It was more like board games and Dungeons and Dragons and things like that. So this was our first dip back into anime conventions, and we had so much fun. And I want to do a video. I'm going to talk about what's going on this month, but I definitely want to do a video to discuss it. So I guess we might as well talk about that. I'm going to be working on a video about the convention, about what all went on during it, what we saw, if I would recommend going to this convention, some like things that I would do differently. I kind of like the idea of using this channel as a platform to talk about anime conventions, because I feel after going this weekend, I feel like anime conventions, especially in America, are more important now than ever. And so I wanted to talk about that in the video. So I'm going to be working on that. I don't know when it's going to come out. I would love to get it out next week, but we'll just see, and we'll talk more about that in a second. But yeah, so it's summer, I guess, and my work agenda, usually summer months like June and July and the first part of August are usually the best for me, because my work schedule after this next coming week kind of takes a little back seat. I have more time off. I still work throughout the week, but it's less hours that I have to be there, because summer hours where I work is at the school I work at are quiet. So I only teach one class in the summer, and it's online. So I've already got it set up and ready to go. So that's good. But yeah, my summer hours, usually I get a lot more time to myself in the summer, which last year I kind of like cranked out a lot on the channel. This year I kind of have a different focus that I want to do for the summer, which I'm going to talk about in this video. But summertime is my favorite time, because it's being outside, getting, to be with friends, and the weather is nice for the most part and all of that. So as I'm recording this, May of 2020 was around the time that I considered starting my own channel. It was around the time I started Nozaki-kun, which unfortunately, as some people have asked, my Nozaki-kun videos, I was an amateur YouTuber. I did not back those videos up, so that when my channel in December of 2020 got taken down originally and I had to restart it, I couldn't redo those videos. So hashtag tears. But anyway, so as I'm approaching the 5th year of me, this is going to be the start of my 5th year being on YouTube and being on Patreon and doing the channel. I'm going to do something that I've never done before. I was afraid I was going to have to do it when I got back from nationals in April, and it ended up the only thing I had a delay with in April was like one of the commission movies, and that was it, which I was very glad that that all worked out. But I have talked with my mods about this, and I feel like this is something that's very healthy to do. But for the first time in 5 years, Romania is going to take a week off, which is crazy. And I'm so hesitant to say it out loud, because I've had the same agenda of posting week to week consistently for 5 years. I have not taken a week off without things on the channel, except for maybe like 1 or 2 little delays of like a week with the movies or whatnot, and those were extras. But I'm gonna take a week off, which is crazy. But next week, I'm actually, this coming week, the first week of June, I'm going on a vacation with my friends from like Monday to Friday, and I'm going to be gone, and I don't want to worry about posting. I don't worry about, we're on a different time zone, so I don't want to worry about like missing the posting dates of when things will become available and all of that. And so I'm taking a week off, and I hope that that's okay. I just think that having a vacation will be good for the channel and be good for my mental well-being, and just taking a week off and just not having anything on the channel. And so it's going to be the same. It's going to be the week off from both YouTube and Patreon. So whatever has been happening this week on YouTube, there's going to be a week of just like a blackout week. And I'm going to put a post on YouTube in the posts about it. I'm going to put a note on Twitter about it because I post on there. But yeah, I'm just going to take a week off, have a vacation, and then come back the next week. So, basically, the only show that will be still on as normal is Bocchi the Rock, because I'm going to be home that Sunday before I leave for my vacation, so I can post about Bocchi then. And I'll be back Friday evening, so I'll still be able to get Bocchi ready for the following days. So basically, the shows that are Monday through Saturday of the first week of June are just going to be on hiatus for a week. And then we'll come back, but Bocchi the Rock will still be around because we need Bocchi. Everybody needs Bocchi in their life. So we'll talk about that in the reaction schedule. But yeah, so I want to thank everybody for their support. I hope you all are okay with that. I know you all say that you're very supportive, and I appreciate that to no end. This has taken me a lot of mental preparation to say out loud, being like, I'm taking a week off, because I have been going at it for 5 years nonstop with no breaks, week after week, reaction recording and stuff. But we'll just view this week as, if you need to catch up on any reactions or shows that you've been too busy to watch, now's the time. So hopefully that works out. But thank you so much for your support and kindness, especially over on Patreon. Thank you so much. And thank you to the moderators who are very kind and were like, yeah, you need to take a week off. And I was like, okay. So that's given me a lot of courage to be able to walk away and kind of say, okay, no, we'll do that. And I kind of have also decided, and I'll talk about it as each show ends coming up in months to come, but I told the moderators that what I will probably do, with the exception of, I'm going to be a hypocrite because next month I'm not planning on doing it for a few shows, but I may, in between shows, take a week off. So like if one show ends at the end of July, I may take a week off on that time slot and give myself a little break, and then come back with the new show the following week. And just little things like that to try to keep me, because I have gotten a little bit more busy in real life. So trying to keep that real life and channel balance is really important. So I think that those type of things will help a lot. So my point being, Bocchi the Rock is still going to be around next week, so don't worry about it. And then I also want to do a video about the convention that I went to and talk about all of that. I may have it set to come out on both Patreon and YouTube while I'm gone, so there's at least something there. But if it doesn't get done in time, because I'm going to be kind of like down to the wire to get things ready for before I go, because I had 3 days of no recording, so all those time slots I could have recorded this last weekend, that I could have been getting ready for the week I was going to be gone, are now gone. So it's just like trying to balance work and the channel and life outside of those things, which is important, right? But yeah, I will have a video about the convention up at some point. The awards recognition, I talked about that in April and in May, and it didn't happen because I just got too busy with school and with work. And so I'm probably just going to make it a PowerPoint, which is the most teacher thing to do. I'm probably just going to make it a PowerPoint and post it to Patreon and be like, here were the awards back from December. Here's what y'all voted on. I do want to do the awards for this coming year, but I think I'm going to do it differently. I think that in hindsight, I let patrons choose the nominees and the winners. And so as you will see in the PowerPoint that I'm putting together, you will notice that a lot of the shows that won, you could tell the same like 40 people chose the nominees and the winners. And so it did feel a little biased. So I think I want to do it again for this year. And this was kind of like a test run. What I think I'm going to do in the fall is have like nominees, like in December, be like, okay, here's our nominees for best so-and-so, best so-and-so. And then I'll let everybody vote on the winner, but I get to pick the nominees. And then in the following February or something, we'll have like an actual awards show. I just didn't feel motivated with it this time around because I, one, got very busy, and two, it was one of those things where the same show kept winning, as you'll see in this presentation. I was like, oof, this is feels very biased. Although I do really like the show that kept winning, so I'm not mad about it. But, I think that those of you on Patreon, when you see the awards presentation, you'll be like, wow, this show won everything. And I was like, So I'm hoping that it'll be this fall when I redo nominations, it'll be a little bit more balanced. That's my hope, and that it gives people more incentive to vote, because I think a lot of people didn't vote this last time because they were like, oh, I didn't watch that show, or I don't know who those characters are. So we'll see. We'll see about that. But yeah, sorry about the wait as far as that goes. As far as polls go, I'm going to be setting up a few polls for the month of June. They're going to affect July. July is going to be crazy, y'all. Next month, we're going to have a massive turnover. And I'm going to point out that massive turnover when we do the schedule here in a second. But July is going to be insane in terms of the channel flipping itself. July through the beginning of August is going to be a major change for the channel. And that's a good thing. But I'm really crazy hyped about that. And so we're going to talk about it here. But there's going to be some polls in June. If you're a patron, there's going to be some polls in June to ask what genre. There's a poll coming out literally in 2 days after I post this video on Patreon that's going to be asking about what type of polls you all want me to do for the shows that are going to be up for grabs in July. So just if you're a patron, keep your eye out for that, because it's going to be coming up here soon. And then the live stream, we had some votes about when the live stream should happen. They were all very close. Everybody pretty much said weekends. So it was pretty much like Saturdays or Sundays. It was just a matter of, do you want them in the mornings? Do you want them in the afternoons? Do you want them in the evenings? I think the solution is to do a variety, but do them on weekends. So a Saturday or Sunday, maybe have one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the evening, just to try to cover bases so that everybody gets a chance to participate in a live stream. And I want to do 3 or 4 live streams this summer, but I want to make them more about, instead of end of series live streams like I've done in the past, because those are fine, but then I feel like we kind of veer off topic, or they can be kind of limiting if people didn't watch the show. So I kind of think I would rather maybe center them around themes and ideas. So for example, I do want to do one that talks about Revolutionary Girl Lieutenant, but I also want to talk about Scum Villain. So I feel like there is, for better or worse, some connection between Scum Villain and Revolutionary Girl Lieutenant. And I kind of want to have more of an informal conversational live stream that's a little bit more fun and interactive, that people can kind of get in. We talk about themes and topics, things like that. So I'm probably going to ask Patreon and YouTube for suggestions for live streams, because people on YouTube tune in a lot, as well as patrons. So in June, I'm probably going to ask pretty early on for suggestions about that, probably the second week of June, so I can plan a live stream for the last week, and then July, and then the beginning of August. That's my plans for those. But that's just what we're going to do. So that's really exciting. But yeah, so I'm still reeling from the fact that I'm taking a week off. That's just, it's Monday through Friday, but it's essentially going to be Monday through Saturday to give myself time Saturday to recover. But that's just, my mind is kind of blown, y'all. And I'm still bracing myself for that. But anyway, with that being said, let's talk about the reaction schedule. I brought Mini Whiteboard Coon back because I needed to, because not having Mini Whiteboard Coon was sad last time around. So, all right, I know it's hard to read with the pink, but on Mondays, Word of Honor. Word of Honor is so much fun. And if you like Don Mai, if you like BL, if you enjoy me fangirling about Chinese fantasy boys couples, then Word of Honor is for you. I will say Word of Honor is one of those series where I know it's going to be an hour and a half to 2 hours of recording and talking. And I usually do them on weekends or on days when I have nothing else going on, because I also have to be in the best mood for Word of Honor, because I know it is going to require a lot of energy and it's going to be so much fun to do. But if I'm not in top condition, then I can't do it. So there have been some days where I thought I was going to record Word of Honor and I'm like, not today. And then other days I woke up and I was like, today's the day. So it's one of those special shows and I'm having so much fun with it. And as I go on vacation, we're at the halfway point of the series. So if you haven't gotten a chance to check out Word of Honor, this week's the week to catch up. just do a marathon while you're plowing through, putting together spring cleaning or whatever. So Tuesdays are very special, I think, as well, because for one, we are about to start season 6 of Natsume's Book of Friends. I'm going to be caught up by this fall, which is insane. It'll be a year and a half of watching Natsume's Book of Friends. I love Natsume's Book of Friends so much. I've already watched episode 1 of season 6, and it's very good. So I'm excited to see where we go to from there. But also on Tuesdays, we are doing Cherry Magic. It feels so good. It's been like 3 years since I have had a BL series on the channel that's not just a Janyu Yaoi special. And I'm just so excited by Cherry Magic. I cannot wait. And I love each episode. Each episode's been better than the last. So if you're not watching Cherry Magic and you like BL, what are you doing? Stop right now, go watch it, and then come back and we can talk about it in the reactions. But it's great. Apothecary Diaries. Oh my God. As I'm recording this right now, I just got back from the convention I was at, and I have not had time to watch episode 19. And there was a week break, and now I'm so sorry I'm making you all wait another week. I'm going to be waiting another week until I can see episode, I guess it'll be 21 at the time, but oh my God. It's just so good, and I love season 2 of the Apothecary Diaries. It's one of my favorites. At the convention I just went to, I saw so many Mao Mao and Jinshis, which was great. We'll talk more about it in the video that I'll do about that. Thursdays are Chihaya Furu. I'm going to talk about that in the convention video. I just love Chihaya Furu so much. It's such a good show. And episode 9 that just aired a few weeks ago. It's so good. Then Fridays, we are in Gunbuster mode. Now, Gunbuster is going to be one of those series that is only going to last us until July because Patreon has voted to only watch the first 6 episodes of Gunbuster, and Patreon is the one that got to decide. So if you want in on that voting action, you got to be a patron. But Patreon was like, nope, just watch the first 6 episodes. And I was like, okay. So one day I might come back to the movie and sequel series one of these days. Who knows? But in the meantime, Gunbuster is going to be one of those that will be affected by the June poll coming out if you want to get in on that. And then Patreon commissions. It actually worked out. It actually worked out this month for my vacation. And that was another reason that kind of trajectory gave me some momentum to go with that decision to take a week off, was that one of the patrons said, hey, I want you to be able to, because I had talked in previous videos about using part of the commission funds, like you could do a cosplay commission, or I was planning on trying to get funds put together to get new equipment. And so this patron was like, hey, for my month of June, I'm going to commission for July, but for my month of June, take my commission and put it towards that tech you're going to get. And I was like, that's so kind. That's so nice of you. Thank you. So, Elfreya, thanks. Thank you for that. They were like, I don't want to make it seem like I'm not commissioning anything. I'm like, but that really helped me out, because that honestly put my heart at ease, not having to worry about that first Friday in June when I was gone, having to have something like done and for the channel. So I am going to take those funds and use it towards a new camera. That's going to happen. So thank you. But that helped out a lot. Now for the other 3 Fridays in June, we are covered. So we have from Sunspots, The Summer. It's a short, I think it's only an hour long. That's all I know about it. But I downloaded it and saw it was an hour long. That's all I know. It's a short and sweet thing about the summer. We'll find out. It's from, I think, 2023. I'm pretty sure. And it might not be Japanese. It might be Korean. I don't know. I know nothing else about it. We'll find out. That'll be the second week of June. And then Shimoyama commissioned Tekko Kincrete. Know nothing about it. I just know it has a very funky name, and I'm excited to watch it. And then Nicholas coming through with another not Japanese but kind of different commission, which I'm really excited for, is Batman Under the Red Hood. I'm a huge Batman fan. We talked a little bit about this in the DMs. I grew up with Batman. My dad was a big DC Comics guy. So when I was a kid, I read lots of Justice League. I read lots of Green Lantern. I read Batman. I read some Superman. Now, I was into Marvel with X-Men and Spider-Man, so I did like those series. But I was a big Batman fan. My dad was a huge Batman fan, so I watched all the Tim Burton movies. I watched the cheesy one with George Clooney as Batman. I've seen a lot of Batman stuff, but I have not seen... I watched the animated series as a kid, but I've not seen the animated movies. So I am excited to get a little bit of dose of nostalgia. We had Jurassic Park last month for nostalgia. Now we're going to get Batman Under the Red Hood for some nostalgia in this. So that's going to be interesting. And it'll be a blind reaction because I've not seen it. So I'm excited. So those are the commissions. If you want to check the commission tier, you can check and see if there are openings. I am, again, so thankful and in awe that y'all commissioned me. So thank you so much. Y'all are amazing. I appreciate it. And then Saturdays, we have A Place Further Than the Universe. Now, that one is going to be finished by July. So I already have a poll that is going to be in July for that series. So that one's already in the works. So there's that. And then on Sundays is Bocchi the Rock. And that one will be finished in July as well. And so again, Gunbuster and Bocchi, there's going to be some polls coming up that are going to determine what we do for those in July. So keep on the lookout in June for those. Now, I will go ahead and tell you all, there are 2 series that I believe are coming up in July that I already have slated to replace some other series on here for there. So, like I said, there are going to be, if you check back in the July update video, there is going to be 1, 2, 3, there's going to be 5 new series starting in July or early August on the channel. That's over half. It's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. And I am so excited. I don't think we've ever had that big of a turnover in the channel's history, which is, it's the 5th year anniversary, 5 new shows. Oh my God. So yeah, just have that to look forward to. And then as far as the extras go, look, I am probably just going to read the last 100 pages of Run with the Wind at this point, because I've been putting it off for 5 months. I'm probably just going to read the last 100 pages and just walk through with you all what I think about those last 100 pages, what I think about all of it. I'm just probably going to walk it through with you all at this point, because I hate that I have not finished it. It's bugging me to death, but I just have not had the motivation to finish it, and I need to, because there's been a couple other people that have now commented on the videos, so I just need to do that. And then I don't have any other extras planned immediately in June. There is an Ace of the Diamond extra that's my main focus, but they're going to vary, because I have had several video essays that I have wanted to work on, and June and July is my time of having the opportunity to do that. But video essays to me are such a gamble, because on the one hand, they can turn out very well and get received by a lot of people. Like I did one on Spy Family versus Buddy Daddies that I think has done well and people have commented on a lot. And then I poured my heart and soul into doing a video essay about Unico, and I don't know if anybody watched it. There's been some people comment about it, but then other people are like, what? And so video essays are I find them rewarding, but again, I like on the channel when people comment and engage and start conversations. And so when you do an extra video and then nothing happens, like I did the latest volume of Yona of the Dawn like 2 months ago, and nobody's really commented on it. And I was like, okay, that's cool. That's fine. We don't have to talk about it. It's fine. Everybody's just okay with it. It's cool. I mean, some people have talked in the Discord, like me and the moderator, Be Happy, have talked about it. But other than that, it's like, okay, you did that video and it's just there. And I did some others, and there's been like one person comment on each of them, and it's fine. It's just, I don't get a lot of motivation to do extras right now, because they don't generate a lot of reception. And if you put a lot of time and effort into it and you feel really excited about it, when you do that and then nobody really comments or even says like, oh, that was fun or anything like that, then you kind of just don't have a lot of motivation to do them. And I have some other ideas that I want to do, like for the video essays and all that. And I kind of want to focus on those. I mean, the Ace of the Diamond one, I've really wanted to get into those extras for a few months now, and I've been waiting patiently. But yeah, as far as the other extras go, I just don't know. If you want me to do extras, then check out and respond to the extras I've done. And give me encouragement to keep doing them, because otherwise I'll just focus on the shows on the channel, because otherwise it's like those take so much time and effort to do, and then if they're not received, it's like, okay. The other thing I want to make note of is that I am not certain if Trigun Stampede or Trigun, Trigun Stampede, if Trigun Maximum's final volume, I think it's going to come in June. I think it's supposed to arrive in June. I had it slated for July just because I wasn't 100% sure. So there may be Trigun Maximum reactions to the last volumes this month. I don't know. It depends on when the book ships out. But if not, they'll definitely be in July. If they're not in June, they'll be in July. But I am excited for the shows that I'm watching for this month. I can't believe there's several of them that I will either be caught up with or finishing, which is gonna be crazy. But I'm also excited to take a week off and refresh myself and then come back and feel even more energized than ever. Like, I know when you go on a trip and you come back, your mind's kind of scattered when you first arrive back, but then you get back in the swing of things. And I already feel like a breath of fresh air after being gone those days at the convention. Like, I have lots of ideas and inspirations and things I want to talk about in video essays and do all of that. And that's given me a lot of inspiration to do them. And I kind of want to like take that and have a trajectory with it. But then I'm also going on vacation this coming week. So I think it'll be good, and I want to thank you all again for all your support and kindness as I do this, because that means honestly a lot. My dogs are chewing on bones in the background, so that's why it sounds like, if you can hear if the mic's picking that up, but it just sounds like there's a grating bone behind me, and it's Ruby eating a bone. So yeah, but thank you all so much. I have one thing to unbox, which I think I know what this is. I believe it is from one of the moderators who ordered this for me. And we're going to just check this out and see what happens and just go from there. But yeah. So, oh, what is this? Is this what I think it is? I don't know. Oh, there's multiple books. What? Multiple books? Multiple Plore? Is this really what it... Oh, it is. I thought it was just going to be one. Oh, well, hello. So, Plore is one of the moderators on the channel, and they have recommended some Don Mai, which I was like, well, it depends on if it wins a poll or not when I'm done with Word of Honor. But one thing they've recommended was Golden Terrace. And so I thought they were just sending, I'm not going to read the back. I thought they just sent volume 1, but they have actually sent volume 1 and volume 2. So I have both now if I need it, for when and if it wins a poll to be the next Don Mai. Ha-ha! So I think when I get towards the end of Word of Honor, I'm going to have to go through and see what I have copies of that I've not read yet and be like, okay, I have volume 1 of Kaleidoscope of Death. I have 2 volumes of Golden Terrace. I've got something for 1,000 Autumns. So I'm like, if y'all are curious if I have the volumes or not, here they are. So, but thank you. Thank you so much, Plore. You didn't have to send me 2. You didn't have to do that. Birthday bonus as I leave my birthday month. But thank you so much. All of my love. That surprised me. I was like, oh, I thought it was just gonna be like a thick volume and be like, oh, okay, but no, it was 2. Got a twofer. So yes, I am gonna make a post on Patreon, a post on YouTube, all that jazz. But I am taking this first Monday through Saturday off in June. There won't be anything posted on the channel. Same for YouTube, and then YouTube will pick back up whenever I get back. And those of you on YouTube that don't want to wait, you can go over on Patreon for $5 for the month and see the episodes early. But otherwise, I hope that you all have a great start to your month of June. This is going to be a very different start to June for me than usual, but I am excited for it and excited for where it will take me. I'm making more steps to kind of to get back in the groove of living life outside of the channel and work, because like I've said in previous videos, I had noticed this past year that the channel and work were consuming me to where I didn't have any free time to myself, and it has really started to negatively impact me. So taking time off to like clear my mind and get refreshed has been really important. And like this last weekend being at the convention, which I'm excited to talk about it in that video, it just did a world of good. So I'm excited to talk about it. But this next week, I'm going to be Lunge from Monster. I'm on vacation. So I hope you guys are all going to have a wonderful start to your summer. I cannot wait for this month and for what's coming. But July, y'all, that July update video is going to be, it's going to be something. So if that gives you something to look forward to, I hope that it does. But anyway, I hope you all have an amazing week, an amazing June. I'm excited to hear your thoughts about the reactions and discussions on the channel because I have a feeling there are going to be some pretty amazing videos. So in any case, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, and yeah, I'll be back very soon with more reactions. Bye!